Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited. So, this being the first time that I have been on a live stream on YouTube, um, we are taking technology as it flows today, and there have been some really fun technology things. But welcome to the first ever Elevate live stream. I will be doing these every single month. And if you are a member of the Elevate Library, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me today and coming back to be a part of this bubble, this beautiful energetic matrix of ascended energy and consciousness. And if you are not, or if you are new and you're discovering this for the first time, welcome to my world. Welcome to the bubble. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and I am a spiritual intuitive. I have the ability to see multiple frequencies of energy through dimensional space and time. And I have multiple clairaudience, clairvoyance, clair words that allow me to interact and connect with ascended masters and angels and consciousness in many different ways through the mind all the way to the consciousness. And I am really excited to dive into what I want to share with you today. As we go through this process, what you can expect is me to share information as I perceive it and experience it, how I observe it, and then also how I am shown how to embody, nurture, and use the different energy, frequencies, and consciousness every single day to help expand your awareness, expand your ability to see, hear, perceive energy yourself, and most importantly, to find and navigate your spiritual path on your journey to ascension. Ascension to me is ascension in all things. So, ascension of knowledge, ascension of awareness, ascension of self awareness, and creation of self and growth as you merge to embody the consciousness that you are in the universe. That is what ascension is to me. So if any of that resonates with you, share it in the comments. I will be making time during this live stream to answer any questions or inquiries that you have. So please feel free to put them in the chat so I can see them. And be sure to check in the chat as you hop on. I see Sue and I see Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. I am so excited. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of my world. I'm so happy to share this time with you. So let's dive right in today. I have so many avenues of energy that were coming through for me to talk about today, but the ones that were the strongest was hands down the energy of what has been building up into the new moon, which peaked yesterday, and we're still going to be in the energy of that new moon today and tomorrow and the following days for a couple of days after. The way that I perceive frequency and energy on the planet is connecting with the unified field of consciousness, which is affected by all of the astrological alignments that happen in our galaxy. And I observe these activations in the unified field being poured onto the planet and into us individually. Some of the major themes for these last two full straight weeks coming into the new moon has been, what are you letting go of? And who are you becoming? And remember the lesson and forget the pain. And those have been themes for the last couple of weeks as we moved into this full moon. What that energy tends to look like is the emotional body remembering past traumas or past pains on the way to learning the lesson. But we are all consciousness and we all are here to remember that we have already learned what you're doing right now. You've already learned it, you've already embodied it, and that is why you feel the desire to move forward. That's why you feel the desire and the inkling and the sense of knowing is because you've already learned a lesson that you're here to bring to the world. And so as those patterns come up in the emotional body and you feel the resistance or you feel the challenge or you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, remember that you have done it before and you are doing it now, and you don't have to relive the challenge. You can just remember the lesson. Now, that is something that I think comes not only with time, but if you're asking the right questions when you're in meditation, when you're asking your body, when you're doing your journaling, asking the right question is really key when it comes to what am I here to embody is a different perspective than what am I here to learn or what am I here to overcome. Those are very different questions, and tackling them from different sides helps you have a better understanding of what it is that you have actually already learned and have the ability to embody. And if any of that makes sense or resonates with you, please put it in the chat. Or if you have a question and need clarity about it, put it in the chat and I will answer it. But that has been one of the biggest things. The way that remembering pops up in your field is often first an emotional pattern or a thought, and they tend to be very interconnected. So be aware of the thoughts that are coming up, be aware of the emotional patterns that keep repeating because they are telling you that what is on the other side of that pattern is part of what you came here to remember and part of what you came here to do. Along those same lines, we're experiencing some really powerful activations in the way that you communicate and embody and process emotions. So, this new moon is being affected heavily with Aries in Mars, and these two energies are very, very potent. They're very powerful, they're very masculine, and they tend this time for this alignment, they're activating heavy in the communication, self expression, and identity, but also this really strong sense of will and determination. Where am I going? What am I doing? This is where I'm going. This is what I want to do. And I'm going to get there no matter what. So that energy has been very, very powerful. And when you couple that with the energy of these past triggers or remembrance, you can get this internal conflict going on. And as you're experiencing the internal conflict, make sure you're taking a step back to breathe and process what you're experiencing. Because when you're in the conflict, it can be more difficult to see the way out of it. So just remember the unified field is holding this supporting energy for you to continue aligning with what it is your consciousness desires to experience here. It is aligning to support that process. It is only ourselves that tend to become in conflict when we're trying to, in the process of becoming. Does that make sense? Does that make sense for everyone here? Hope that makes sense. As we're coming through this new moon energy, you're going to start to feel this shift. And what we're shifting into is more momentum because the power of the season, the power of the springtime that is on the world right now, for especially for where we are in the continent, the power of the life and drive and determination and the newness. Everything is sprouting, everything is budding, everything is starting to grow and bloom. When you couple that energy with your own sense of growth and expansion and determination, you can really bring and integrate energy of growth and movement, and it's going to make you feel like you're being rushed, like you have this wave of energy that is pulling you forward, that is really supporting what you're going for. Use the time of high energy to the fullest. And when that peak excitement, that peak energy, that peak drive starts to wane a little bit, don't get discouraged in the thought patterns. Take your breath, take your pause, take your peace because it's going to come up and it's going to go down. And you want to work with the waves of energy as they flow through you, not against them. And so the more that you can accept each phase of the momentum as you're going through it, the deeper you accept it, the easier it becomes to really embrace and embody what it is that you desire to do. Part of what I want to do with everyone today is I would like for everyone to simply be and breathe in the moment that you are in right now with me. Setting aside anything that's happened before this moment, before you came here to experience this, and setting aside anything that is happening afterward. We're only here for a moment. Embrace the moment. Feel the moment. The momentum as it starts to build is going to instigate this feeling that you're not doing enough or that you're not being enough. That's part of the energy of momentum. The mind gets a hold of the energy of momentum. And when the mind gets a hold of it, it goes, oh, what do I do with this? And it immediately answers that question and starts to apply tasks to the momentum. The energy of momentum, when it comes into the physical body and it seeps into the mental and emotional body, the mental body will find a job to do. And this will leave you feeling like you're not doing enough or you're not being enough, or that you have to do more. And when we feel the pressure of having to do more, we make rash and quick decisions. And when you feel the need to do more and you feel that the pressure and the time constraint of doing more, then you are more likely to make decisions and choose the choices that bring you farther away from what it is that you want, what it is your consciousness desires for you. In that pattern of thought, you have the ability to pause and to breathe and to refocus your energy on the outcomes that you desire and then making the choices that'll bring you the outcome you desire. So as this energy of momentum is building up, if you're feeling that pattern of, I need to do more, I'm not doing enough, I need more, take a breath, acknowledge the pattern, and ask yourself, am I on the timeline and the path that is aligned perfectly for me? And if the answer is yes, then continue at the pace that you're working on. This also leads to decision fatigue, where you may have to make many decisions a day. And in that process, your mind is trying to decipher, where can I best put my energy for the best results? And it's very easy to overthink that question. If you're overthinking that question, where is my energy best utilized? It is important for you to know that people and causes are never a waste of your energy. They're never a waste of your energy. And there is this idea that how much time and energy and effort you put into a relationship or that you put into a person is wasted energy if the relationship ends, if the person changes, if you change and do something different. This is not truth of connection. This is not truth of ascension. This is not truth of healing of the path. The truth is that people, regardless, and the service that you have in the world, regardless if it is taken seriously, regardless if people do what you ask them to do, regardless of your experience of them, people that you put your energy into are never a waste of energy. You are always learning, you are always being, you are always becoming. And everyone you interact with has that ripple effect of them also becoming and changing and doing, or not, and that is their choice. So when you are in the process of choosing, who do I spend my time with? How do I spend my time? Where do I spend my time? Once you make the decision, this is what I spend my time doing, so I make this choice. Do not live with, oh, I should have, or take should have out of the vocabulary. because it was with a purpose, and willingly give your energy into your passion, into your connections, into your activities without the expectation of getting something in return for it. This practice is going to be highlighted right now as you are going through the process of remembering who you came here to be, because that is going to help determine how you move forward with your connections, how you move forward in your choices in your relationships, how you move forward in your service in the world. If you understand this, if you understand what I'm saying, please interact with this live stream. Please comment or like or interact in some way. Be seen, be heard, because I hear you, I see you. I know you are here with me. In moving forward into the second half of April, as we start to build towards the full moon. Full moons are for things coming to fruition. Full moon are for amplifying energies. Full moons are times of connecting with consciousness, with the ascended masters, with the universe, with the universal energy. New moon energy, new moon cycle is all about the self-reflection, the self-growth, acknowledging what you are letting go of and what you are stepping into, and the work to be done now, between now and the next full moon coming in the very beginning of May. Oh, May, powerful month for manifestation, powerful month for growth, powerful month for establishing what the new normal is in your life, in your world. But the work between now and the full moon is to be, this pattern ends here, and this new pattern starts now. Patterns are not inherently good or bad or positive or negative. Patterns are there to protect you, to help you, to facilitate you, to bring you to where you want to be. It is only your experience of them. Is this pattern serving where I am going, or is it holding me back? Choose now. In this energy, this pattern, pick one, ends with me today in this moment, and this begins the new one today, right now. One that is going to expand your limits. One of the things that continuously comes up in the field is the reminder that we are poured into a structure here in our physical experience, our physical human experience being so precious, being so powerful, being so valuable, functions at peak performance because it is given structure, it is given form. You can also look at this structure as a limit because it is designed to work within this boundary. And this is the time between now and May that you are expanding your boundaries. They don't have to be completely limitless, which is often an idea that does not have a starting point in the mind for understanding, but expanding your limits. Something that used to be uncomfortable to you a few years ago now is not uncomfortable for you. That is expanding a limit to a new limit. So what are you expanding into? What is the next step of your service in the world? Because your consciousness came here to bring to the world something that you remember only the way that you can, only the way that you exist. And now is the time to bring that forward. And how you bring that forward is by expanding your limits, expanding your capacity to hold it, expanding your capacity to understand. And you don't have to understand everything, and you don't have to do everything. Just do the thing that is you. If your frequency of service and experience in the world is to hold and embody the joy that your consciousness experiences, Then look at expanding more joy. How do I come into joy? What's limiting my joy? And then address that limit and it expands. And then your joy expands and your capacity to hold it expands. But it's a process, it goes one step at a time. Now, we are in a time in the universe, in the world right now, in the galaxy, where you can choose to completely throw off all of your limitations and all of the structures that have held meaning for you. You can throw them all off in an instant. But it is the patterns that persist. It is the patterns of the mind and the emotions that are very ingrained in the unconscious that keep persisting through the time right now. And you will address the patterns. And every time you expand the limit, you address the pattern in a new way, it becomes easier. It becomes lighter. Many of the patterns that my mind used to grapple with that would slow me down or that would have me experiencing something akin to depressions, lack of motivation, when they come into my field now, they do not process through my body. I see them in my field and I go, oh, okay. Oh, I move that. I accept it. I acknowledge it. I see it. And then I surrender it. I move it. I give it back because it's just the pattern. Where in your life, where in your life do you have patterns that help you, that help make your life more? What are those patterns? Identify them, be aware of them, acknowledge them, and identify the thought patterns or the emotional patterns or the habits that are limiting that expression, that keep it small, keep you from expanding. Acknowledge those. Love them just as much as you love the ones that help you. And then surrender them. Give them back to their sources from where they came from and allow them to be transmuted in the process. And that is a process that I share over and over and over because it is the one that works. Now, for those of you that perceive energy, that see energy, that feel energy, it's easier for you because you can grab it. You can use your intention and move it and put it away, change it somewhere. Again, if this makes sense to you, please interact. Sue, a cat is mesmerized by my face, really, by my energy. Cats have a very unique and powerful consciousness from where they evolved from. Hmm. There we go. Hmm. Let us breathe together. Let us meditate together. If you are in the place to do so, close your eyes. And taking a deep breath. Allowing your body to relax. I am safe in this moment to completely settle. And breathe. Breathing your focus into your heart. Your heart chakra in the center of your chest, above your solar plexus, is a portal of light to your consciousness, to your divine self. And lying at the core of your heart chakra is the doorway, is your divine heart. Breathe into your divine heart now. Listen to the sound of your breath going in and out of your lungs. With every breath, your divine heart expands, allowing you to breathe deeper, breathing more fully into your body. Breathing that stillness. And breathe the divine heart light. It circulates through your body, all the way down your body, through your legs. Be in that stillness. One more minute. And as you breathe, opening your eyes again, your energy system, your chakra system for your body, particularly your heart. Your heart is at the center. Your divine heart is at the center. And every moment that you take when you're breathing into the divine space of your heart, you're allowing your consciousness embodiment within and around you. You're allowing your body and your mind to remember this anchor for that which you truly are as consciousness through all space and time, through all realities that exist of you. Every anchor point in the chakra system is a doorway to your consciousness And as you explore these energy in the light of becoming with your focus, what limit are we unlocking? What limit are we setting free in our heart chakra, in our throat, in our mind, in our feet? Each doorway holds a layer of your surrender, a layer of your self-expression, a layer of your embodiment. Each one. This brings me into that focus for the next 2 weeks, where you pick a system, pick a chakra or a series of chakras, and explore your limits within each one and explore your next step of understanding, of personality, of becoming in each one. I cannot under or overestimate, I cannot overestimate the power of simply breathing in the stillness of your divine heart. Sometimes that is the only action that you need to take to remember yourself or to recenter yourself or to focus yourself. 3 minutes breathing in your heart. That is in and of itself an action. But it is not busy work. It is not physical labor action. It is not mentally strenuous action. Your mind interprets it as doing nothing. That is not true. But in categorizing it as doing nothing, your mind separates it from productivity, from progress, from expansion. When on the path that you're on right now, that is the action that is going to be the most important. The one where you sit and breathe and remember, allowing yourself to remember, is not time wasted. Is not time wasted. It is time put to use. It is time cultivating. So, with all of that being said, as you work at this practice, I would encourage you to practice that action of sitting in that place and allowing your divine consciousness to grow from the inside. And you can go to the divine anchor of every chakra and feel its expression, feel that conscious connection of self. So, if there are any questions, please put them in the chat so that I may answer them shortly. On any of these topics, on any of these that I am speaking about right now, about consciousness and energy and chakras and focus and action and mindset and the moon phases and cycles. We have never been in the frequency of light that we are in now. And this is very, very exciting. And I want to speak to that excitement because the frequency of the light that we're in now is holding our mind and our physical and psychological evolution into the ascension of consciousness that we are. And many, many people all over the world are experiencing these new sensations, these new ideas, this new inspiration all over. It is easy to become distracted with the things going on in the world, in the environment, sometimes like in our homes, in our careers. It is easy to become distracted. Just remember that the phase of ascension that you are in now is going to bring you along. And however that looks for you is perfect for you. You cannot get it wrong. You cannot mess it up. What you are seeking right now and the world is seeking you. And it is only a matter of time before it all comes together to connect. Now, what is the best way to stay in the good energy with the chaos outside? I like that question. Sitting in your divine heart is going to be one of the best ways to keep yourself disconnected from the chaos. Also, the practice of releasing energetic attachments and connections every single day will help reduce the feedback that you're getting from other people's emotional energy, mental energy, focused energy, because we are connected in many fields of energy where we exist. So make sure that you are separating your energy from all other energies and breathe in that divine heart. And as you do so, that divine heart will expand faster every time, and then it will become more resistant to attaching to energies that are not already within you. That is the best way. Thank you for that question. That is a good question. It helps to have your mind on the focus of what you have influence over as well, but not to push away the empathy that you feel for the experiences outside of yourself. If you are overwhelmed with emotions about a situation, give those emotions space to be expressed, to cry, to write, to scream. Give it expression and acceptance, and then move it, and then separate yourself from that situation, from that moment. It will all help. You're very welcome. Thank you, Sue. I love that question. So, coming through into the rest of April, some of the things that you can expect to see here, I will have videos coming out every week. We are hoping to start that in May. And I will be on doing an Elevate live stream every month. And if you are not currently a part of Elevate, please check out the links. I will link them in the description of this video and in the comment section so you can go check out my Elevate library. It is free to use. I add to it every single month new meditations, new audios, new videos, new things, as well as have my YouTube videos. All will be linked in that platform. So you may go check it out. It also signs you up for my newsletter, which is every single week talking about energy. And in my newsletter, I also answer community questions, questions that I still get today, questions that I have had over the years. Of the 15 years that I have been doing this work, I get many questions and I answer a different one each week in the weekly newsletter. And if you are part of Elevate, then you will also get that newsletter. I am so honored to be here. I am here to support your journey of ascension into consciousness and personal growth, walking a spiritually conscious path, in addition to understanding the energy of the mind and the emotions and the patterns and how to navigate these things in the time that we're in now. You are one bridge in the world that connects the love and light and humanity with its greatness in the world. You have that expression. If you're watching this with me right now, I know that that is a part of your ascension, part of your work in the world, is to be that light, that love, and that joy, and that service that you desire to see in the world. It is already within you. You are already a part of it, and it is you. So if you have any other questions or you're watching this on a replay, please feel free to interact with this video. Ask me a question. I will go back through all the comments and answer them. Go check out all of my links for what I currently have available for you to start using today on this path. I'm very excited to support you and your work in the world. I very much look forward to hearing from you. I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you have been following me for a while, I will be connecting with you in the ethers today after this call, as I'm doing work in the unified field of consciousness to support what it is you seek in the world. So be aware and connect and hold focus. And for those of you new who are just coming across my work, welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the bubble, or as I like to call it, my matrix. Thank you for being here. This concludes my live stream for Elevate for the month of April. I hope you got something amazing out of this. We will be having another one probably over the new moon in May. The date is to be determined, but it will be in your inbox in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my world. And until next time, I will see you next month.